I think I had more attention when I was at Filter Copy Dice Media. I even had more attention when I was with Paytm Insider because I was in the glamour entertainment space. But having said that, no, I think I have learned more from my failures. Um, I have made my identity around that, specifically all of the college lectures or anywhere if I go, I make sure that my packaging or my storytelling is like that there are 5 things I did and I failed. And I think founders are all about trying 10 things and only one thing succeed. That's the reality. You can't do
Yeah.
anything else. Yes, it was hard for me because what I was a first time founder coming from a small town, never did internship, first time trying entrepreneurship. There were 3 other founders. I was one of the co-founders in the founding team. So it was not easy, for sure. There was a lot of how do I say? There was a lot of self doubt. There was a lot of coming back. There was a big the biggest part is imagine trying to be a founding team member and then going back to doing a job where your designation is a marketing associate. That was a big realization for me because I said that hey, I mean maybe I'm not ready. So when my first startup didn't work out, so I was like okay, I will polish myself even more. So that much of self awareness I have, and I think that's my superpower, primarily. It's never about titles. In fact, so my co-founder mentioned a very interesting thing last month itself, and he was mentioning that you don't need a leader designation to lead. You first lead, and then I notice, and then I will make you a leader in the next appraisal. And I totally believe in that. It's a skill set and it's a personality type. Either you can lead or you cannot lead. I can't teach you to lead. So I consider luck as surface area exposure. I generally define luck as that. Now, what does it mean? I have 55,000 followers, if I'm not wrong, on LinkedIn. I have some 60 odd thousand followers on Insta. And I have a distribution power which I have built for the last 12 years. And my followers are founders, investors, HNIs, your VCs, and head of marketings and all. And it's a consistent effort of me putting out myself, what I do, what I don't do, what I believe in, what I don't believe in. That compounds. That is number one. That is for sure number one. Is that a calculated effort? Right now, yes. Initially, no. So I never had this idea that hey, I will put out 5 posts and 5 leads will come. No. And maybe that's the superpower that I'm not attached to the outcome, and that just helps. Second is the other things I do. Like I meet at least some 10 to 20 people every week, and I make sure I do that because I feel everything will compound here. Like you hear, let's say now you hear my story and you will tell
Mm.
5 other people at some other occasion whenever the time comes, and then everything comes in circle. And the third part, which is the most important part, that we picked a space that has a massive need gap,
Mm.
and we said that okay, we will not try to sell the delivery, we will try to sell the outcome. So for an example, a massive big space, like there are performance marketing agencies, and to serve them there are production agencies. And the
Mm.
first principle common sense says, how can a production agency who was doing films suddenly is creating films for performance marketing without doing performance marketing? And it will not take a 10-year-old to answer that hey, they are not the right people to do that. And we simply said that hey, it's a big gap, one of the gap, and there are other gaps like that. We'll say that okay, we will solve it with first principles, that the team that will try to solve performance marketing videos will not be the team that is coming from old legacies or team that was doing films and TV ads and all. And suddenly the word of mouth spreads and people start coming. That's the so all these three things come together and work pretty well. We have won all the clients because we were honest in the pitch itself. So my pitch in the initial go is very simple. And if I may speak in Hindi, because that is the exact pitch, that sir
Sure, go
dekho,
for it.
we are not an influencer marketing agency, and we don't have a roster. We don't have a CSV file कि मैं आपको चिपकाऊंगा. And since we don't have a CSV file, my allegiance is with you first, not the influencer. So I will take your brief first. मैं आपका brief पढ़ूंगा. अगर आपका brief मुझे सही नहीं लगा, I will try to fix the brief because I don't come from an agency background. I'm a brand person, so I understand what you need to justify to your founders. आपके founders आपको पूछेंगे इसका ROI दिखाओ. I understand that. और मैं आपको पॉइंट ब्लैंक बोल दूंगा, hey your brief is extremely bad because this will not get you ROI, and let's fix the brief first. I will not charge any money from you for fixing that, which I charge a different money if I'm doing strategy consulting. Once the brief is fixed and we are all locked, then only I will go and find influencers. So do not expect me to operate like an influencer marketing agency कि मेरे पास ready made 10 creators है दे दो. And if you're expecting that, I'm not the right
Hmm.
person. There are better agencies who can do that.
Hmm.
मतलब
Hmm.
maybe you want that because कल आपको एक सेल लाइव लेके जाना है, and I might not be the right person because मैं तो रुक के पूछूंगा कल आपको अगर सेल लाइव लेके जाना है, आपने अपने बॉस को बेचा हुआ है दैट परचेज आएगा क्या, एंड आई विल से नहीं आएगा. लाइक राइट नाउ इन द मॉर्निंग एज आई एम स्पीकिंग इट्स सो रिलेटेबल. मॉर्निंग में मुझे एक ब्रीफ आया है, परसों सेल
Hmm.
लाइव जाएगा एंड एक्सपेक्टेशन इज परचेज आना चाहिए. मैंने पॉइंट ब्लैंक बोल दिया देखो परचेज नहीं आएगा, बिल्कुल नहीं आएगा. तो ही इज लाइक द पर्सन इज लाइक कि तो क्या करें मुझे बताओ. तो मैंने कहा कि सिंपल है, इन्फ्लुएंसर्स को मैं लेके आऊंगा, आई विल मेक श्योर कि व्यूज आए, कमेंट्स आए, मैं एड रेट्स ले लूंगा, आप इस पे एड्स चलाओ, आएगा. एंड इट वाज अ रीजनेबल स्टेटमेंट टू जस्ट पुट, एंड दे वर लाइक कि ओके ठीक है वी विल गो एड विथ यू. एंड दीज सिचुएशंस टू मी sometimes give me a clarity that hey, brands are not unreasonable, brands are a very very smart people. यू जस्ट नीड टू डू द राइट थिंग और आप डील जीत सकते हो. ऐसा नहीं कि डील जीतने के लिए मुझे कुछ अनएक्सपेक्टेड बोलना पड़ेगा. माई थिंग्स आर कमिंग बिकॉज आई एम नॉट एन एजेंसी गाय, एंड माई थिंग्स आर कमिंग बिकॉज ऑफ माई रेपुटेशन कि यार इतने साल से रेपुटेशन बना हुआ है. आई डोंट वांट एनीवन टू कॉल मी एंड गिव मी अ गाली कि अरे सिंधु इधर उधर की बातें करके करता है. एंड हेंस दैट इज माई ऑपरेटिंग प्रिंसिपल एंड मे बी दैट वर्क्स फॉर मी. Like I am making sure in the company we have a culture which is reasoning based. Like nobody in the team ever tells internally or externally. Even if it is an intern, I make sure like it is my job responsibility to make sure that the culture is not broken. Which is मुझे feel हो रहा है ऐसा होना चाहिए तो होना चाहिए. If a writer comes to my strategist and tells him that कि मुझे एक आइडिया है, वो फर्स्ट थिंग वो पूछता है कि ये आइडिया का सोर्स क्या है. अगर वो बोला
Hmm.
कि ये आइडिया ना मैं देखा यूट्यूब पे पांच वीडियोस के हुक में से मैंने ये आइडिया का सोर्स लिया हुआ है और ये 5 मिलियन गया है तो हमारा तो 10,000 जाएगा. दैट इज
Hmm.
द फर्स्ट ग्राउंड जहाँ पे आइडिया क्वालिफाई होता है फॉर अ डिस्कशन, अदरवाइज वो क्वालिफाई नहीं होता है. सो आई एम सिंस वी आर बिल्डिंग इन द न्यू एज, आई एम नॉट बिल्डिंग एन ओल्डर लेगेसी कंपनी विच इज मस्त बैठ के
Correct.
खा के चिप्स खा के लेट्स डिसाइड कि आज कुछ खुराफाती क्या कर सकते हैं. देयर आर एजेंसीज हु डू दैट, दे डू अ ग्रेट जॉब, they do a great business. I'm not building in that space. Here is how my mental model works right now, and obviously it can change because I'm also updating myself and all the decision making.
Sure.
AI should solve either these three things that I'm going to share, or all of these three things, or one of these three things. Either it should solve expense management internally, or it should solve scale, or it should solve the wilderness of an ideation जिसको जिसको सोचने के लिए और करने के लिए टाइम लगता है. इन तीनों में से
Hmm.
समथिंग एआई शुड सॉल्व. एंड आई ऑपरेट विद दिस मेंटल फ्रेमवर्क दैट आई विल अटेम्प्ट वन पीस एंड सी कि एक्चुअली एआई स्केल सॉल्व करता है क्या एक पीस का. इफ इट द आंसर इज यस, एंड एआई हर चीज में एक जगह पे ब्रेक करता है. लाइक फॉर एन एग्जांपल आई जस्ट गिव एन एग्जांपल. परफॉर्मेंस मार्केटिंग में
Hmm.
एआई एड्स at scale yet are not working for all the clients. So
Okay.
all the agencies who are making this facade in the PR angle that hey AI ad से CAC customer acquisition cost कम होता है is just an absolute bullshit because वो नहीं हो रहा है वहां पे. So it is very contextual. Maybe in real estate it is not working because real estate is a high ticket. High ticket में इंसान चाहिए. Maybe
Correct.
in a low ticket spirituality category it is working. Maybe it works for a month, it stops after that. बाय द वे
Hmm.
मैं मे बी बहुत ही पेसिमिस्टिक वे में बोल रहा हूँ. आई नो कि ये होता नहीं है बिकॉज आई एम इन टॉक्स विद ऑल द फाउंडर्स, नहीं हो रहा है. नाउ द फैक्ट दैट कि अगर मुझे सॉल्व करना है कस्टमर एक्विजिशन कॉस्ट, आई एम नॉट गोना यूज एआई जनरेटेड एड्स. आई एम स्मार्ट एनफ एंड डिसेंटली फर्स्ट प्रिंसिपल बिलीवर कि आई एम देन गोना यूज एआई इन द बी रोल्स, नॉट इन द
Uh,
होल वीडियो. सो आई एम
hmm.
यूजिंग. तो मैंने क्या किया, मैंने बी रोल का एक लाइन आइटम का कॉस्ट शीट पे मेरा जो बैठता है, आई सिंपली गोना सी कि क्या वो इस पे गिरा. अगर नहीं गिरा, एक्सपेंस नहीं गिरा, सो ठीक है, एक्सपेंस इज नॉट अ चेकलिस्ट. देन इज इट अ विल्डरनेस चेकलिस्ट? इन माय केस इन सम कैटेगरीज विल्डरनेस इज अ चेकलिस्ट दैट एआई इज सॉल्विंग, डूइंग सम वाइल्ड थिंग्स इन द बी रोल्स एंड ऑल. In some cases, we are using AI to make decision making stronger. Like our analysis, we have a
Hmm.
very robust way of analyzing thumbnails, patterns, this, that using AI. That is doing a much better job in the. अगर एक पहले एक analyst 2 दिन लेता था to come with an insight, right now
Hmm.
we have figured out our ways to shorten it to a 6 hours. So now here I genuinely decrease the time cost of my team. कि now the team with other time can focus on other job, other client. So this is what I was talking about. कि not everything is just direct कि okay इसको pump in करो उस पे निकलेगा. It is just random, and that's how we are building. We are building block by block. Hence, I'm not extremely bullish that okay fully automation engine कुछ हो सकता है. No. Hence, also I'm not bullish कि ठीक है AI will completely replace writers and full writing replace हो जाएगा. No. So that's the maybe the writing first layer. So we use for research के लिए AI. उसके ऊपर first draft is done by second round of AI. Second draft, third draft is done by a human. वहाँ पे there is a
Fact check.
QA fact check. So there is a third round which is a fact check, and then the
Hmm.
fourth round is complete revamp. So it is not micro revamps as well, because we notice that okay, even if we are doing small innovations, it is still
Hmm.
looking very it is मतलब आप देख के समझ जाओगे कि okay ठीक है ये किसी AI ने लिखा हुआ है. I don't want to become irrelevant. Both me, my team, my co-founder, we as a whole team, existence, identity, because it won't take like you do nothing for 30 days, you'll be irrelevant at this point of time.
Yeah.
You stop checking the internet at all. You just stop it for 2 months and then you see what happens. Someone else will literally take away your job, will take away your quote unquote throne, market share, whatever. So I think fear is an interesting motivator, but the fear is not coming from a place that oh someone else will come up. No, the fear is coming from an intrinsic motivation that hey I don't want to be relevant. That's it. Everyone has adapted. Like when the COVID came, like we are recording this on Zoom, and now Zoom was an innovation right in the middle of COVID that spiked up. Did it come from fear? Absolutely yes. And I think we tend to look fear in a negative angle. I don't look like that. Like if my hormones and if my stress hormones are not spiking up out of fear, if I'm able to convert that into a positive signal, then and I have
Why not?
somewhat yeah, then why not? Yeah. I
Okay.
genuinely feel this that everyone says that I'm self-motivated. The shadow of a self-motivation is fear. They just don't want to admit it, but that's the reality. The shadow of every self-motivation is fear.